So, we're here in another square of Avignon. This is Place Saint Didier. Looking for the best lighting here. So, unfortunately, the square is in front of me, but I'll give you an establishing shot as I continue with this conversation. So, we're speaking about theaters, and for the people that don't know me, once again, my name is Corradini. I'm a physical theater artist, theater producer, composer as well, and I've written a guide, the Avignon Off Rough Guide, which you can find on Amazon in case you're interested in bringing your show in Avignon. And this summer I'll be going through to several fringe festivals, so I thought to shoot these video peels in order to share maybe the information I gained through several years of experience to all the artists out there that would like to come to this beautiful festival. France's biggest festival and theater festival, and the second biggest theater festival in the world after Edinburgh. Adelaide does not get so far. You know, they say Adelaide is bigger, but it is a lie. Avignon is way bigger. Anyway, so going back to the topic of this video, how do you negotiate price with a venue, and what are the best slots? As I said before, you look for venues on the Avignon Off website, which will appear here underneath this video right now, and you get in touch with the different venues, and you propose your show. I'm going to speak about that later with another video, and if they're interested in your show, they're going to offer you a slot, which in French is called a créneau, with a price for the whole run of the festival. Now, number one, can you do like 1 week instead of the 3 weeks of the festival? And the answer is yes, you can. Some venues are disposed, they have an inclination maybe to offer you 1 or 2 weeks. They would rather have somebody, coming here for the 3 weeks, and just much easier for them also, and they don't have to find another artist or company to fill up, that fraction of a slot. But it's not unheard of, and that's how I participated in the very first year of the festival as well. I only did 1 week because the venue in which I performed, which is called the Garage International, would allow for that. And so yeah, that was my first experience here. Anyway, let's carry on. So usually it's for the whole run. They will propose you a slot for a price, which of course will depend on 1, location of the venue, 2, number of seats, that is to say capacity, and 3, on the time slot itself. Now, what are the best time slots? And the answer is not necessarily the afternoon or evening ones. Certainly, I would not suggest you, if you're coming from abroad, to get a time slot which is after 9 p.m. Now, why is that? There's a contradiction there, because I'm doing midnight this year, but I know what I'm doing, and that's a big difference. But anyway, why is after 9 p.m. maybe not the best time slot? Because public transportation around here basically stops around 9 o'clock. And therefore, the people that actually come to see evening shows like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock p.m. and stuff like that are actually people who are based there. But if you want to appeal to a larger audience, then it's much better to come here with a slot which is before 9 p.m. That's what I learned by experience. But like I said, it's my personal advice. And the fact that you may be doing your show like at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or 12 p.m., as far as I'm concerned, does not have any effect whatsoever on your audience. Oh, now, why is that? It's because Avignon, it's a very, very hot place in July. I mean, like unbearably hot. Like, there are industry professionals that do not come to Avignon because of the weather. I mean, I met some of them. And I average usually when I'm here in July, something like 4 liters of water a day. Believe it or not, there's a reason for that, also because I bike and so on, but more to that later. So really, 12 p.m. 12 a.m. It's a good time. 12 p.m. Sorry, I get confused there. I'm thinking now with the French time system, which is different from the British one. Anyway, 12 p.m. is a good slot. 1 p.m. is a good slot. 11 p.m. can be a good slot. Really, as the day goes by, it really gets warm here and very, very hot, as I said. So there's lots of people that actually prefer to see shows in the morning or early afternoon rather than in the evening. Also, if you're aiming to attract industry professionals, some of them actually, kind of prefer to watch shows in the morning and early afternoon, and by the time it gets like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., they'll be so tired. Some of them literally watch as many shows as they can during the day, that chances are they will skip your show. So really, don't worry about the time slot. Usually morning time slots like 9:30, 10, 11, and so on are good for families or kids shows. And I would say from 1 p.m. onwards, anything is good for theater. So yeah, that's what I would say. And it's funny, before I was mentioning the fact, in the previous video, I showed a video on whether you should take your show in English here in Avignon, and I just remembered that last year I saw an excellent Brazilian show, which was in Portuguese Brazilian, but like great show. I'll give you the title as well. It's Tom à la Ferme in French. It's I think it's a Canadian show, and the staging was just incredible, unforgettable. I think I remember about that show all of my life. So and it was packed. There was like a crowd of people. So, but like I said, it was a super honed show. Do not come here with something which is something that you never tested before. Anyway, so that's a story. Now, so like I said, the price will vary, and the question we need to answer right now is what is the best location? We answered the question about, I think, the best time slot, and I'll probably title the video with this. And the third question is, what kind of venue? Sorry, I'm forgetting this as I'm shooting this. What kind of venue maybe it's suitable for your kind of show? So that comes on a later video. Motorcycle there. And but before we speak about that, how do you submit a show, and what are the chances that maybe you get a co-production? That's another important side of the story. And as this little train is passing behind me, yeah, you can see it right now. We're gonna shoot another video about this.